Everyone is getting the emails and the text messages. I generally send more group emails. I might have texted you about something individually, but the group text will start soon enough as we get closer and closer to competition. But hopefully you're getting emails that remind you that we were all doing this tonight, and just other ones maybe about other things that are going on throughout the year. But try not to overload your mailbox yet. It's coming. So I need for this class a backstage volunteer for our dance recital, which is in May. It's the Monday dress rehearsal and the Friday night show. You get to see your kids dance, but it's a different view, but you are a part of. You don't miss your children dancing. You're just backstage when it happens. Anybody want to sacrifice themselves? It's all right. I just have to hold the speech then until we get a human who says they'll do it. It's all right. This is going to be a big leg spot.
I'll do it.
Awesome. Thanks, Amy. You can ask Jody. You get to see the show in a whole new light. When you see what we're doing backstage to make things happen, it's a whole different reality. Thanks. All right. So dance recital's in May. I don't have a date yet. It's a Friday night. It's at North Collegeville High School. As soon as I get it from those beloved people, I will send it on to you. It's like a negotiation every year with them, but it's coming. So going on to competition. Competition is February 17th, 18th, and 19th in Columbus. It's a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday. My best advice to you at this point is for you to put a big red X on all 3 of those days. Your child will not be on all 3 of those days, but until about 10 days ahead of time when we get the schedule, I don't know what day they are. So best to plan for all 3 days and then be happily surprised when you're at 2 o'clock on Saturday. We will collect competition fees in January. To do a group dance is $50 per child. So if your child is just doing a dance, it's $50. We'll send very specific information about who to make the check out to and what to put on the memo line later. The only reason why I'm talking to you now about the cost is so that people can budget it out. In January, I will be collecting for group-only fees. So I'm going to say somebody like Elena. She's going to owe $50 for baton and then $50 for dance. Okay, I'll talk about production in a different part, but that's just what it would be. Emma, who just does dance, is going to have a check for $50. And again, I'll tell you who it needs to be made out to and all that later. We're at Columbus Convention Center. I will tell you that we went to Louisville's last year, and we're sad that they're not going back there because we loved it. It is a convention floor. They set a raised stage with a backdrop, and the seating is chairs like this. The kids will be up a little higher. It's done very nicely. It's a pretty tasteful competition compared to others. You're welcome to go on Showstoppers website, check out all the rules and pictures and videos and see all about it. They do have a family clause where it says that all of the routines should be family appropriate. Pretty much they are, especially when you compare them to other competitions we've seen. You see a lot. We will probably be the only kids in this age category that have our belly buttons covered up. Most of them won't. And we're going to a tame one, just so everybody knows. But it's open to the public. There is no admission. You can bring your family and friends. If you have family in Columbus who can drive over, you can come and go throughout the day. It's pretty relaxed. It's not theater style, so you don't have to climb over people to get to a seat. And there's usually some areas open around the room where siblings can walk around and move around. We don't have to all sit in a theater seat all day and not move around. It's usually a pretty good space for us. So, getting ready for competition, on Thursday, February 9th, we'll have a parent week for competition. We'll wear our costumes. It's pretty much like 10 days ahead of time. We do a dress rehearsal so that you know what we want our hair to look like and what the straps, like, should we pin them? Should we go ahead and fix something? The next night, Friday, February 10th, is our parent night out. It's a pizza party from 6 to 9 that we do for free for the girls. We use our group fundraising money. We buy pizzas, and we practice and play games for 3 hours. It's your chance to go out to dinner for Valentine's Day. And we keep them, and it's so great because right about 7 to 10 days before competition, they have a Thursday practice and a Friday back-to-back. We get a lot done. And again, more info on that will come, but it's Friday, February 10th from 6 to 9. Santa breakfast is December 10th. It's a Saturday. It's at East Butler YMCA. We'll get there around 9:45, and our little show will go from 10 to 11. If you can't be there, we know it's the month of December and it's crazy. There's a sheet to sign up saying you won't be there. I personally am not asking because I care. I'm asking because this group has 9 children. If 7 aren't coming, I have to cut this group because if Sophie and Adele are the only 2, literally they'll be like lost. It does more harm than good at that point. Naomi's group only has 4 in her baton group. If only 1 can come, I can't run that number. It's too tough on the kids. We're doing this to help us, not harm us. So again, my feelings are not hurt that you're not coming to Santa breakfast, but I just need to know. I will say the kids who do it, when you see them the first time we do the church Sunday show or something like that, you can tell the ones we've already like, this is what it's like. I stand up in front of the people, I wear the costume, I look at the side because Trisha's over there. It does help if you can bake it. You don't have to stay for the whole hour. Stay till you do your thing and then zip out of there. I'll get all of the addresses and times to you on an email. This is just your first heads up. Tights. We all have to have uniform tights. The order form is coming. We'll be very specific. We'll say all dancers need these tan tights. We say because the age that they're at, you probably want to order a spare. It's unfortunate to fall in the parking lot on the way in and have a runner all the way down and a crying 5-year-old who can't calm down because they know that that's the problem. We'll warn you about that again on the order form. We all have to match. It's not because I want us all to match. My life would be easier if I didn't have to do a tight order. It's because if her tan tights are different than my tan tights, different than hers, we just lost points, lost points, lost points. It's about a judging thing. Please put your names in everything. Not even again for us here today, but for Amy backstage at dance recital. Everybody's tap shoes look the same, trust us. Batons are a nightmare trying to figure them out. Spirit wear orders, if you have a dance bag from us, raise it up. Raise them up, raise them up, raise them up. These dance bags, the jackets, anybody got their jacket in the room? It's so warm, nobody wore the jackets. Oh, there's a jacket, upside down. There's the jackets, t-shirts, all kinds of things are coming. These are items that you can use your fundraising money on. There'll be a t-shirt and more active wear order, and then there'll be a bag and tracksuit order form. You can use your fundraising money for any of that stuff. Couple of things in the room. We run a really family-like ship here. We try to. If you could do us a favor, this particular class is louder than the teen class. If you guys, when you're sitting here, can be quiet and sit back and not stare at your child, it's great. What we get then at competition is, because like my mommy stares at me through all dance class, so then I get to sit back, look away from them every once in a while. Be here, we're glad you're here and hear what we're doing and see what's going on. But sit further back, it helps us on noise level, and it helps the kids focus on us. My voice, I don't know, a lot of my soloists, I teach every day, not just here. A lot of my soloists are special needs kids. I use a big voice a lot, like 6 hours every night. So for me to talk for 7 hours on Thursday, not over the kids, but over the mass, it gets tough. My kids on Friday get this voice from me, and my Friday kids lots of times need a big voice. So we love it if you sit back and you're kind of quiet. Our dudes will dance in the spring again. We'll start all that after competition and all that good stuff. Our holiday break is December 20th through January 4th. I'm pretty sure it's what most of your schools are doing, but all the schools this year are very, very different. There are some kids who are going to school till December 23rd who come to dance here, which I was like, what? Are you doing Christmas Eve at school this year? Very, very different. I think I caught the big things. Anything question-wise or old-timer-wise that I didn't talk about? Is it about this group or about your group? That's a baton thing. I can't talk about it at dance because it messes up dance people thinking about production. I'll talk about it during baton stuff. Anything else, please just email or text. Or here's the deal. Helpers, raise your hands. Girls who are in the room who are assistants. All those people know all the answers. They probably know more than me because they're not thinking about what's going on. Yes, that's actually it. If I could, Jody could turn off the videotape now.